everybody, Possum Patty here, along with the entire Soggy Bottom bunch back there. Some October visitors over here. Angela Rose the Fairy, the little forest troll, my little gnome in her pink dress over here. Yes, it's getting crowded again. Anyway, I'm just back from the journal shelf with my October journal. And well, you know what? I was making some meatballs for dinner, yes, and I had the television on. And while I was making the meatballs, I was watching a creator, and she was doing a project using sandpaper. And, I started a series called Damaged. I'll link that video below. And it's about different ways to grunge up, destroy, manipulate paper to put in your October journal. But it can be used for any season, any kind of paper. Yes, I'm just doing it for October because I love to put things like that in this journal. It's a very fun journal. I might have to do a partial flip through pretty soon because it's not finished yet, but I'm having a lot of fun in it. Well, sandpaper, yes. Sandpaper was on my mind for number 2 for the Damaged series. And I really loved what this creator did. So I'm going to show that to you. But I'm going to use my idea and her method to make some fodder for this journal. Now, it seems like all the creators are like little squirrels. They're running around here and there and collecting up the acorns and burying them and getting ready for winter. Well, the creators are doing the same thing with journaling fodder. Yes, everybody's making journaling fodder. Well, I did do some pumpkins. Yes, I can link that below too. I took a magazine and I took a black pen and a white pen and just drew some funky pumpkins, and I cut them out and I stacked them up. And I just love the image of stacked pumpkins. Well, I put that in the journal. I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Stacked up pumpkins. And these have a white pen because the colors are kind of dark, so the white showed up better than the black. And actually, I just journaled about making stacked pumpkins for the journal. And this is an image from a magazine. I just thought I'd add that to the page. And then for damage number 1, I made, well, some folks call it paper lace. I just called it tattered and torn paper. And I came up with several different ways of making it. And I can list that below too. But it involves a lot of stitching and soaking the paper in water and destroying the paper and having the stitching remain, with pieces of the paper gone. This one I added creepy cloth to it. This was my favorite here. But I did it a couple different ways. See, now this one's not Halloween. It just has friendly little fox faces peeking through the paper lace there. I made a pocket out of that one. And here's the black yummy one over here. I love this one. So that was damage number 1. Yeah, so I'm going to take my idea of what I want to make for my journal with her methods and combine them together and have a play. So come on along. This method is super quick, super fun, super easy. Yes. Now she called it stamping without ink. So of course you need some stamps. And I have these kitty cat stamps here. I got these at the flea market. These are Tim Holtz. Where's the rest of them? These are Tim Holtz cats. And I wanted to put these in my October journal, but they would go just fine in my kitty boho journal. Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's to make ghost cats. Yes, to make ghost cats. And here's one. And I had another one. Oh, here it is. Here's another one. So these are my ghost cats. Now, the other thing you need is some pages from a magazine. Maybe you can get some for free from your local library or know somebody who's giving them away. And you want a printed page with a dark color, like this. So you want this dark color right there. And the third thing that you need is a nail file or sandpaper. Now, I asked Mr. Possum for some fine sandpaper, you know, on a block that I can sand with. And he handed me an electric sander. And I'm like, no. All I want is a piece of fine sandpaper on a block so I could go like this. And if you don't have sandpaper or block, you can certainly use nail files. I just happen to not have many nail files around right now. And I have been using this one on paper, so it's almost worn out. I've got to get some more when I go to the Dollar Tree. So I have a block here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I was doing birds before. I have a block. I put the cat and see, stamp, magazine page, nail file or sanding block, and just rub lightly. You've got to hold the paper down. Got to hold the paper down. I was trying to do a pumpkin earlier, and little Miss TT jumped up in my lap, and yeah, that kind of ruined that pumpkin, but that's okay. I made another one. And as you rub with your sandpaper, the image comes right out. And again, the darker the better. This is like black. It doesn't have to be black. It could be a mix of dark colors, but I'm just saying this looks black. And there's my ghost kitty. And I am wiping it a little bit with a rag. There's probably going to be like fine, dark paper around everywhere. And you can give your ghost cat or whatever you're making a fun border by ripping. Just rip it around. I love these ghost cats. I'm going to be putting these in my journal. Maybe I'll put some in my kitty boho. Damaged paper, just rubbing a magazine page with some sandpaper or nail file. I did make a couple of birds. This was sort of a simple bird. There's another cat. Must have rubbed harder on that one. There's a green one. Or here's another bird, green bird. Here's my pumpkin stamp. Where's my pumpkin? I know I made a pumpkin here. Oh, here it is. Little orange pumpkin. Green cat, orange pumpkin. But my plan was to make ghost cats today. Yes, ghost cats. Even though I pulled out all these other stamps, I'm going to focus on cats. So I'm going to put these other stamps on the floor because you know how distracted I get. My skeleton, my pumpkin away for now. I might try these another time, but like I said, my idea today was to make ghost cats. And so I'm going to try all these different cats. Yeah, I'm throwing it down on the floor, and no, I haven't cleaned up the mess on the floor. I got to show you something. Okay, so I was practicing my cats, and I saw this dark green area, and I was like, oh, I could fit a cat right there. But then I was like, I like the image of the girl with the cat. And it's like the cat is almost leaning into her. It's like there's a ghost cat standing behind her. I was like, ooh, I like that. And that gave me another idea. And that was to cut out images with people in it. And if there was a dark space next to them, give them a ghost cat. I didn't plan this one at all. Let's see if I can plan one how it would come out. Because, you know, sometimes when you don't plan something, it actually comes out better. It's a happy surprise. And this was definitely a happy surprise. Now I can rip this out a little bit more later, but look at that. She's got a little ghost cat. Okay, I need a place to put the ones I'm saving so they don't get mixed up with the other ones. All right, put it back there. The gnomes are going to watch it for me. All right, I'm going to put these two little cats. So you might want a lighter image because it's a ghost, or you might want a darker image. But it's almost like two different kinds of paper, though. This paper looks a little shinier than that one, and that could be the difference. Okay, where's the green cat, the pumpkin, the birds? Okay, we're moving over here. Okay. So let me just do a couple more and have a little bit of a play. So here's Buddha, and I was thinking, well, does Buddha need a ghost cat? And King Tut. I could put the cat sitting in Buddha's lap. Put the cat in Buddha's lap. Let's see how that would work. I'm sure Buddha wouldn't mind. The cat in his lap. Now this is kind of light, so it might not come out. Think of all the different things you could do with this. Now maybe you've already done this already. Stamping with no ink. But maybe you've never made ghost cats. Wipe it with a rag. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's see. We use this one. And let's see, I've got green. Wasn't too happy with that green. Oh, here is one of those Chinese clay soldiers that were buried. It's archaeology, yeah. And he could be looking at a cat. We can give him a cat right there. I didn't think of this until until I did it. I was just making some ghost cats. I'll make some more that are just separate. So we want them about there. Look how easy that is. Just gotta hold it with your finger though. And it's the morning dove o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Possum, for putting batteries in the clock. Oh, we missed that, didn't we? It's singing nice and loud. Save that word, archaeology. Look at that. Oh, I love it so much. Ghost kitties, ghost kitties. Let's see. Oh, got a couple of pages here I already took out. These are monks. But it's so nice and dark down there. Oh, maybe I'll just make an orange cat. An orange cat. On some pages, they just come out really well. I guess it's just a matter of experimenting. Now we can keep the monk or just have the cat. So I will save both for now. And King Tut. Now Miss Titi is an Abyssinian, the kind of cats that used to guard the temples in Egypt. Let's see. I have a cat that's looking that way. We can use the same cat, I guess. Looking at King Tut. I do like this better than that other one. Wow. Now I can use the ghost cat and King Tut, or I could just cut out the ghost cat. So I'm leaving my options open by doing this, and then later I can just cut out the cat if I wanted to. This magazine seems to work really well. Here's a big dark space. Now, I think I'll do this cat, strange looking cat. I could do it this way. So what would you use this method for? Would you just do some random stamps and put it in your fodder stash? Would you have a particular idea in mind, like I want to do ghost cats? Well, let me know if you're going to give this a try. Like I said, very simple. A stamp, a magazine page, and a nail file. Or a little piece of sandpaper. Very fine grit, though. You don't want to rip the paper. Look how nice that came out. Oh, I got black paper here. So there's the ghost kitty, and another ghost kitty, and a bird, and another ghost kitty, and another ghost kitty, and another bird. And then we've got a pumpkin, and a kitty in Buddha's lap, and a kitty with King Tut, and a kitty with the farmer, and a kitty with the monk, and a kitty with the Chinese clay soldier. That was a lot of fun. Well, thanks for coming along today for a quick little fodder sesh, yes. Now, you don't have to make ghost cats. No, you can do whatever you want. Just grab a stamp, grab a magazine, an old magazine, and see if you can get this method to work for you. And don't forget, in the comments below to let me know what you're doing. I'd really love some new ideas. Thanks for coming along today. And happy junk journaling. Bye-bye. Mottos to live by. A creed for all of us. The world was made to be beautiful, but sometimes we get caught up in everyday actions, completely forgetting about this, completely forgetting that what is truly important are the simple, basic things in life. Honest, pure emotions, surrounded by the majestic beauty of nature. We need to concentrate on the freeness and peacefulness of nature and not on the driven material aspects of life. We need to smell the clean air after the rainfall and appreciate the good in things. Each of us must be responsible and do our part in order to help preserve a beautiful world. The waterfalls, the oceans, the mountains, the large gray boulders, the large green farms, the fluffy pink clouds, the sunrise and sunsets, ladybugs, rainbows, dew, hummingbirds, butterflies, dandelions. We need to remember that we are here for a short time and that every day should count for something, and that every day we should be thankful for all the natural beauty. The world is a wonderful place, and we are so lucky to be a part of it. Susan Polis Schutz.